So we're going to look at blind stitching today, and blind stitching is a method of bringing the hair or fibre inside of your traditional upholstery pad from the middle to the edge to create a firm wall on the edge. And you can do one or two lines of this before you do your edge stitch. So you start off about 2.5 to 3 centimetres on from the place the last place the thread came out. I've got a 10-inch double-ended needle. I'm putting through the end without the eye first off, and it's coming in about 2 inches from the edge, 50 mil from the edge of the actual pad. And I bring it out so that you can just start to see the eye of the needle appearing. And when that starts to appear, as I withdraw it, I turn it backwards and then give it a twist so that I'm catching some hair behind it, and then bring the needle out, and I want to bring it nice and close to my first line of tacks in between my long stitch. Now I take the loop of twine, and this is 4-cord twine which I've waxed well, under and over, under and over. So in actual fact I'm doing a sort of pick up swoop like that, left under and over first, right under and over, and then I pull the needle between the loop. I'll put the needle up there so that it doesn't catch anybody and I don't poke my eyes out, and then I'm keeping the twine in my fingers so that it doesn't snag, because upholstery twine is made on the twist and it can snag. When I've taken out the surplus, I'll then press down where my needle came out, pull it firmly to the left and adjust my knot to the right. And you can see there how there is now quite a little dent where I've actually got hold of some hair and I've pulled it to the edge. These little holes that it makes are no problem, because you can just either run your finger or your needle over them or a regulator and you'll find that the holes will close. I'll do you one more. So it's about 25-30 mil away from the last stitch. Bring it out so that I'm doing it with my left hand, I'd normally use my right. So bring it out just so the eye of the needle starts to show, and as you withdraw it, tip it backwards so that you can then do what I call a crochet hook turn, so that you're hooking behind your needle a nice sort of hair that your loop of twine will hang on to. So I'm bringing it out between the twines. I've now got a loop of twine. Left under and over, right under and over. Now don't get confused, you might find in a book it tells you to wrap it round 3 times. Nothing at all wrong with that, but I find it gets loose and it's awkward. That's much quicker and much more efficient, so it doesn't matter which you prefer to do. Got my needle up there out of the way, keep my fingers in the loop, take out the excess twine, press down where it came out, pull sharply to the left and adjust my knot to the right. Don't keep pulling to the left and keep pulling and tugging and tugging and tugging, because once it's pulled that loop to the edge, it can't come any closer anyway, and what will happen is when it can't come any closer, it'll start to withdraw this way, and that's what you don't want. So it's a bit like knitting, where you get a tension and your tension is consistent as you go through and as you do the stitch. And I will do this all the way around, and then I'll show you how to do an edge stitch in the next video.